April Fool's was like a few months ago, Sony. What are you talking about? You're removing physical media. Why are you removing physical media? So you're taking away physical media from the consumer because you think it's all digital now. Everything's all digital space. That makes no sense. There is still an audience for physical media. Like, I got physical media all over around my room. So you're going to take away physical media so you can make it all digital. That's not the Sony I knew. Around 2014, I think when PS4 came out, they made a whole initiative about physical media, about sharing games. You grab your game box, give it to your friend. There was a whole initiative around it. So you have to take that all away. So, and you're just gonna have everybody to go all digital and make people pay 70, 80, 90, 100 to spend all that money based on digital files. And you're taking away the disc because you don't want to manufacture it, right? So there's no used games anymore, I'm assuming. So you're gonna do it all digital. But basically taking away the one thing us as consumers can have is owning games. Because there's been a whole thing about it. If you know all the hashtags, like all the stop, companies from deleting games out of our systems, not letting us own the games. There's now a big controversy about that. You can't own games anymore because you don't own it. That's just you don't need it, and they'll just delete off your system. Sony recently had all these movies on their their store delete off existence. So even if you bought them, you don't own them no more. Why I've been collecting on these movies? Because I own them. I own these films. I own all these games. And they can't take it away. Companies are now taking away your product. The thing you own. They think it's their product. But that means none of us own it. Even though we spend our money on it. That is stupid. That's outrageous. Like this is such anti-consumer. It doesn't help that like modern game trends, like for example, like when frickin' Nintendo announced the new Mario Kart, it's gonna be $80 at launch. So you're creating $80 as the new staple. What makes this compared to the other games? And with GTA 6, everybody's following GTA 6. As soon as GTA 6 announced that you're gonna get a box with no disc on it, everyone had red flags immediately. It doesn't even help that it's $80, and then if you want, you don't even get all the content with it because you got to spend $100 for it. So why are you spending extra $80 for it? I get it, it's GTA. You're gonna make money no matter what. Like it's gonna be the #1 game as soon as it's sold. Like everyone's gonna like call off at work, just come play the game. So you're gonna take all that away. Our standard practice, because back today, which was $60, $60 a game. And then, the 90s, there was some differentiated prices, but it became a staple that $60 is how you sell your game. And at some point, we increased to 70. And 70 was like, okay, I'm not a fan of it. I'll just suck it up. But now we're going 80. So now all these games are going to cost $80, which the thing is, games don't even cost $80. It's not even $80 because there's always like season passes, and then there's gonna be like freaking battle passes and loot boxes, microtransactions. Like you can't even have like a full game number. You don't own 100% of the game. Everything's now you have to buy individually. There's not a complete version anymore. Some games allow you to do that, usually single player stuff, but there's not like a complete version of a certain game. Like, you play a fighting game, and you're just like, I want all the costumes to the game. Nope, you gotta buy all the costumes separately, with currency or whatever. It's like, why can we have packs anymore? Why can we do this now? Why is it all this? It's such an annoying thing, too. It's like, we are trying to, it's like, I was trying to describe this. we're going back stepping on a lot of stuff in the game. Because back then, at least with season pass, you'll get everything in the season pass. Now when they have season passes, you don't even get everything. It's such anti-consumer, and it's not a direction I think we should be heading to whatsoever. If there's an uprising, people talking about it, and yeah, we should get that out of the way. But it seems to me the more and more like gaming does, it's lessen the feeling. And it doesn't also help too that everything's raising the prices up. Like already, there's already talks of PlayStation increasing PS Plus. So not only you're taking the disc away, you're now increasing your prices. Yeah, 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 that's cool. And then Microsoft's gonna fall suit. Nintendo, hopefully, maybe Nintendo will keep physical media. The only thing that's gonna be selling. I mean, it's like all the removing physical media is gonna be taken away from GameStop and Walmart and Target. I don't know. Target does games, right? Like we're getting less and less of physical media, which means less physical media, less ownership. And then they get upset at you for pirating stuff. It's like, well, if we take it all away, then that's all we got. Some games you gave me to play. You took it off the storefront, and it's like, how do we play it? Oh, we got to play it. Or you got to emulate it. And then they get attack us for that, and it's like, where is the opportunity to us to just own stuff? Can we just own something? I don't know. I've seen a lot of outrage with Sony. Maybe with this outrage, they might listen up. I know they're also taking out the PS3 store, which that's not cool. I feel like that should always be there. I know and I'm curious what's going to happen with the ship PS3 store. Is it going to take away updates? Are we going to get any more updates for our games? Because a lot of the games needs those updates to process, especially the later ones. And some of them might be game-breaking stuff that was fixed with updates. If there's no updates, then how is it going to work? Some might comment and might think of like if there's a way for it, but like I don't know. Comments below. What's your thoughts on it? I'm curious, but I'm hoping there's enough outrage that they can bring physical media back for PlayStation before. I mean, some people were expecting it. Some people were like saying, I don't even buy physical media. I just buy my games digitally. It's like, cool. There's other people who do buy physical media. So what are we going to do with that? You gotta be hip with the times, yo. But anyway, that's my rant. I'll see you guys later.